Be the person you want to become. If you have a vision for yourself and your future, you need to start thinking about the type of person you want to become and what that person does and what their life is like and how they behave. When I first started listening to things about the law of attraction and learning about it, I heard them say this a lot, but I never really understood it in the way that I do now and the way that I practice it in my life. I used to think that if you wanted to be a CEO of a company, it just meant buying a suit and dressing like a CEO and talking to people about business, but that's not what it means at all. If I want to be a CEO, I need to think about the type of things that that person brings into their life and the type of behaviors that person encompasses. A really good way to start thinking about this and start practicing it is to write down the things that you want to be as a person. So for me, what I did in my journal is I wrote at the top of the page, who is Gemma Wainwright? And I sat there and I visualized and I thought about the person that I truly wanted to be and the things that I really wanted to achieve in my life and all the elements that would make up this person that I was striving to become. And I wrote them down in my journal one by one, and I wrote a description of the things that this person does and how this person behaves. An example of this is my fitness. I wrote down that I take my fitness to the next level and I push myself in every regard when it comes to fitness. And that means for me that when I'm in the gym, if I'm sitting there doing an exercise, I can't be that person in the gym who's sitting there about to give up or complaining or thinking that it's so hard and painful or not giving it my all. The person that I want to be is an athlete, and an athlete is someone who is determined and driven. So when I'm in the gym and I'm doing that exercise now and it is wrecking me and it is so painful on my body, I have to push myself harder. And in this moment, I think, is this what Gemma would do? Is this what the athlete would do? Is this what the person I want to be would do? No. The person that I am striving to become, the person that I am building and choosing to be, is someone who just goes and gets it. Someone who pushes through those hard moments, even though that exercise might be wrecking me, that exercise might be so painful. In that moment, I am that person, and that person pushes themselves 100%. So you need to start thinking about the qualities that make up the person that you want to be. If you want to be a business owner, what do you look like when you finally are that business owner? If I own maybe like a multi-million-dollar company, who is me in that moment? If I think about myself in 5 years and say, okay, that's me, I own $1 million business, what type of qualities am I going to have? Am I going to be sitting around all day being lazy? There's going to be so many different attributes that I would have if I was in that position. If I'm in the position where I own $1 million company, I'm going to be so fit. I'm going to be really healthy and nutritious and eating all the right things. I'm going to be going out and living life each day to the fullest. I would be someone who would be positive, and I would be encouraging others to do the same in my position. I have to think about all the elements that make up that final person that I know I want to be. In life, we haven't necessarily chosen our paths and we've been dealt the cards that we've been given. We haven't had a choice growing up who we want to be because we have been conditioned to be the person that you were told that you are. You were brought up and given values and beliefs that weren't even your own. It's time to rebuild who you are and start making your own choices. Write down right now the person that you want to be and the elements that make up that person. You can also go and think about people that you look up to and use them as a mentor or inspiration for the type of person you want to be. So for me, I did this really recently with someone that I know. I thought about someone who was incredibly loving, calm and peaceful, just someone who is really amazing to be around and is always really positive. This is a kind of attitude that I want to have towards life. So study that person, look at the way they behave, and when you're behaving in a certain way, ask yourself, is this an attribute of that person? So for me, I sat and thought about how that person behaves. That person is always positive. That person's always speaking the best about everyone they know. That person is always kind and generous and there for others and loving. If you want to be that person and you want to encompass those behaviors, you need to start acting like it. Be the person you want to be. But first of all, be sure of the person you want to be. You can't just walk out the door and say, I'm going to be $1 million business owner. You need to sit and think about what $1 million business owner is doing. Look at every CEO in the world. They're all waking up at like 4 a.m. You need to start waking up at 4 a.m. and doing the things that those people are doing. What would you do in those moments? I ask myself, is this what Gemma would do? Is this what Gemma would do in these moments when she is at her absolute best, the ultimate me? Would I leave that mess there, or would I clean it up? Would I go the extra effort and do a second workout today, or would I just leave it? I would go, I would do it. Be the best version of yourself and be the person you want to be. Start behaving like them so that you can attract those energies into your life, so that you can raise your own vibration to meet those things. Those things cannot come into your life until you are behaving like someone who can handle them. It's not going to throw you $1 million business your way if you are behaving like someone who's working a 9 to 5 job. Start behaving like someone who has their shit together and who can encompass these qualities. Thank you so much for listening. That's my law of attraction video of the day. And let me know how you go, guys. I'm here for you if you want to talk to me. Thank you for watching. Love you.